because it's a metal and it's a round metal, I'm going to imagine that I keep putting some charges on this right now. And if I keep doing that, the charge density on this will keep increasing because I'm not changing the surface area, but I'm just adding more and more charges onto this. Now, after I keep doing this for a while, what might happen? Does this create an electric field in the region around it? It does, right? Which is what if it had been connected there, I was feeling when I was far away, right? So this does create an electric field in the region around, which is strongest very, very close to the surface. Now, as I keep increasing the charge density, will there come a point when this electric field, as it keeps increasing, reach a value that is going to be high enough, which we now know is 3 into 10 to the power of 6 volt per meter, so that air will ionize? And if it does, if the air in the region does ionize, it means some of the atoms there are losing their electrons. Then the electrons in this metal will go and compensate for them. What does that mean? That means that the electrons over here will start spilling outside. Now, whenever I'm saying electrons spilling outside, you should always imagine that the same argument would hold if I just had positive charges over here and the opposite happened. I'm using electron spilling because it's easier to visualize. Yeah, I could have just said charges, and you'll have to imagine the whole thing happening in the opposite direction. So for convenience, I'm imagining that I'm putting electrons onto this. Yeah. So as I keep doing that, what can happen after a point, as you can see, is the electric field at the closest regions can become high enough, and then charge can start spilling out effectively because the air around gets ionized. And when that happens, you stop, you reach your limit of how much charge you can put, because any more you put just keeps going into the atmosphere, and the charge density of this metal remains a constant after that. It's hit its limit.